Hi there, sign of Pisces. This is Kim with your messages for your next 3 days. Hope you're doing good wherever you're at. Thank you for joining me. We are connecting with your spirit guides and your angels for these messages. The void. The void is coming out first. And Jupiter, that's interesting. Because I did a little pre-shuffle for you. I had gold and Jupiter that came out, and had the vessel, the siren, and the eternal child. This is interesting because the void is a place of infinite possibilities. It is the realm of, they call it nothingness, but really everything exists in the void. So it kind of like anything is possible right now. And I think you may be opening up, or you might be in that place of the void where you're trying to figure out what is possible. Jupiter is about abundance, expansion, luck, and growth. I mean, it's big, it's huge. So it's like you're trying to figure out here how could something in my life expand greatly? How can you tap into that Jupiter energy? Let's get one of these cards too to go with it. Too many. The sword was interesting though, but that was just too many. The gem. Okay. We'll take the gem. The box is on the bottom. I think I'm going to do your next 3 days by asking some questions about these cards instead of the way I normally do it. Because the gem is something really good that you find, but if you notice in the card, I mean, you're finding it like in the underworld, where there's the brush here, there's the dirt, there's the worms and stuff. You really aren't sure you're not expecting to find the gem here in this place, but you do. So I'm feeling like the void could be taking on a different type of meaning to you. It could be a place that we're not necessarily wanting to be in, but we find ourselves there, right? Well, it looks like you find a gem too, something of value. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's grab this. This is Todd Alcott's Sci-Fi Tarot, my new favorite until I get my next favorite. So Spirit, we're wanting to know what the void is for Pisces. What is this void that they may find themselves in? Oh, it's a waiting period. It also says cornered here on the bottom of this card. That turn it around. This card, the 7 of Wands, it says cornered, but it's the Wands. So I heard looking for a way out. Like looking for a way out of the void. And in the meantime, we feel like we're in this hangman. I always say with the hangman, we're not necessarily wanting to be in that position. But here we find ourselves. And then we're getting new perspective. There's a lot that can happen in the hangman energy. Abused, scorned, and forsaken, it says on the card. So the void is this period of waiting, and I feel like it's waiting. It's like wanting to find a way out. So wanting to find a way out. Maybe feeling cornered by life in some way. Always a reason for these places that we find ourselves in, though. And the gem has definitely something to do with this Jupiter energy. See how it's connecting those colors. Tell me more about the way out. Tell me about the way out. The Star. Ooh. The Two of Swords. Big decision here. A big decision that's going to be made. The Star is when stuff just gets really lined up for you. You know, you feel like it. I mean, it's like your dreams come true with the Star card. Maybe things that you've wanted when you were. It's like waiting. You're waiting on something. Waiting on something. But you have a feeling that what's going to manifest is going to be something really big. Wanting to be free like a star. Two big major arcana here. So it might be about wanting to like free yourself from this energy that feels like it could be suppressing your dreams. But in reality, like, you know that there's something up with this waiting period, something that's being done in this space that's, I don't know, shaping you, preparing you for this star energy. What's to come? The way out is like thinking of your dreams. What's to come? Oh, creation, co-creation. You could be, and you definitely could be leading something. The relief of your worries, the relief of your worries. Symphony says harmony, synergy, co-create. It does say lead on here too. Everything's coming together the way that it's supposed to is what I'm really feeling like with this, is that something is actually coming together in a perfect way for you. It's the alignment. And then a very big decision to make, Two of Swords. Well, what kind of decision are they making when they are thinking of co-creating? What kind of decision are they making? It is a decision that has to do with your vision. Okay, something that you saw in hermit mode. I'm thinking this is the void. In hermit mode, in the hangman energy, it's something that you figured out on your own when you reflected back on your journey and decided what kind of journey you really want here in the future. So we have this big decision. It is all about, I'll read the card because it's the best way with this deck. The Three of Wands says, a journey into the unknown. Where are you going and what will you do once you get there? A light on the horizon calls to you, standing on the precipice. This is about being in this place of the hermit and hangman, like a wilderness period or isolation period, something like that, where you got to have a lot of deep reflection to decide what you wanted to see for this next part of your journey, what you wanted to experience. And so I think a vision is going to be coming true for you. And you can see it. You can see it. So no, I don't think the void is necessarily a bad place. I think it is the place where you figured out what the vision is for your future. So what is this gem that they find? What is the gem that they find? The moon. And that's interesting because on this card it says, what lurks beneath the surface? And so we just explained that this gem is something you find in the underworld. It's something that, yeah, it might be covered up with things, with brush, with worms, debris, but you find it beneath the surface. You found something. I think you found something deep within yourself, a new aspect of yourself that's emerging. Because I'm feeling like this card goes deep into your emotions. Some big stuff is happening on the inside with you. Hermit, Hangman, Moon. And it's going to manifest into this star, three of Wands. Page of Swords, the information. So you're going to figure something out. That's the gem, is figuring something out. Figuring something out. What do they figure out? What do they figure out about themselves? What do they figure out about themselves? That they have a power like unto a god. And if you're in the Five of Pentacles right now with worry or fear or any kind of lack mentality at all, then you're going to be done with that. You're going to be saying, death to the Five of Pentacles. I know now that I've figured out I'm the Emperor. I'm the Emperor. I am the card in the tarot that means that I have all of the power over all of the kings. A power like unto a god. What you say goes, you're the creator, you're stepping into. This feels a lot like conscious co-creation with the universe. So these Pisces that I'm tapping into right now are the ones that breathe in their manifestations. You can word it like that. Consciously. You probably do pay attention to your breath quite a bit throughout your day. You probably are very self-regulated, I'm feeling, and already really powerful. But now you're like, oh, I figured this other thing out that allows me to create my experience. Breaking through illusions. It started with the changing of perception of where you are at in the current. Right? So this is what you figured out. That's beautiful. I feel like I could just kind of end it there, because like, you know what to do. You're the Emperor, you know what to do. You know what to do. Let's get another card here about what is to be, tell me about what's to be created with this energy now. Because now we have you like stepping into this Jupiter. It feels so lucky and abundant, but yet it was all because you found that inside yourself. You found that power. You found that archetype that you are going to create with. Tell me about what they're creating with this Emperor energy and the star energy. Can't forget that. Oh, beautiful. The mirror. The mirror. I'm not going to go by the words on this, although, yes, self-love, all of that stuff. This is about seeing clearly who you are, what you can create. Past the illusion of anything that's kind of like, so you are on the precipice here of being immersed into a journey where all of a sudden now the things that are being reflected back as a projection are those things that represent the Emperor within you, the one who designs the vision for the future for yourself. And that's why it's coming out on this Three of Wands. So I will say that the Three of Wands and the Hangman is a little bit of a, we're waiting for this to come about, but it is. But it is, and I think you can see this more clearly because, of course, you can see it within yourself. That was the key. That was the key. Breaking free and the tandem bicycle. Also, with the Three of Wands, there can be new partnerships and alliances that are brought in. I like that flag card. So we do have... everything, it just feels like this card is saying everything's going to be lined up, even the relationships and the partnerships that come into your life. They're going to feel free and like things are really working together well. your vibration is it's like a constructive interference pattern. It's going to, instead of things that you don't want to see, you're going to see the vibration of what's inside of you in a beautiful pattern on the outside. It's going to look really nice. It's going to work well together. Youth says mutable, breaking free, rebellious, insecure, idealistic, on the verge, finding things out, and independent. And the flag says achievement, recognition, victory, mastery. What a beautiful pattern you have created. You have the world at your fingertips. You have really good news coming in. 8 of Wands. This is what you've manifested for yourself with the Magician. And some of you have a very significant soulmate either in your life right now, or they're coming in to your life, because now that's Hand and Bicycle and the 6 of Cups. You're bringing in the right connections. Yeah. You're bringing in the right connections. You're bringing in the connections where good memories are going to be made. And the journey of life, you know, is going to be celebrated. Being together with this other energy, they probably vibrate very similar to you, or they have a very similar frequency to you. And so when you come together with these energies, everything gets amplified. Says on the Magician, the master of everything, an exciting adventure. It basically tests the limits of human comprehension. Some people are going to be drawn to you as soulmates. They may have past lives connected to you. They may have future lives connected to you. But they feel like they're going to feel the resonance of you being in this Emperor energy, Magician energy, and so they're coming along for this. They'll be part of this ride. They'll be part of this new world with you. This new chapter. Yeah, so that's what I have. I mean, a lot of major arcana. So a lot of things going on right now. Just know that you are really creating in this hermit mode right now. And you're creating from this, I feel like I'm just on repeat now, but you're creating from this gem that was always inside of you, that you had to figure out or find within yourself. And I feel like it's the Star and the Emperor energy and the Magician kind of all combined. And that's very big. That's very big energy. It's powerful. So you should expect with that 8 of Wands some really good communication coming in, good news coming in. Yeah. Beautiful. 17, like the Star card energy. I am independent. It says basically the quality of work that you're able to do when you just do it yourself is unbelievable. So keep it up. 23, also this kind of like adventure into creating from the plate, like your dreams, you know, it kind of goes along with this card to me. 23, you have a zest for life and you're eager to experience anything and everything possible. You love change and excitement, and you need to have both to feel truly alive. For you, life is an adventure to be lived to the fullest. I am adventurous. So that's what I have. I'm sending you love, light. Bye.